Okay, look, guys, listen up, please. Look, it's been a long, hard 5 seasons, but unless we lose our last 8 games, we are finally going to be divisional champions. Challenge accepted. No, Dansby, we want to be divisional champions. Dansby, where are you going? Dansby!
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It is Season 5, Episode 6 today. We are hosting the Brewers, and if we win, we will finally be NL Central champions. We are 8.5 games ahead of the Reds. I think they have played a game more than us, so if we win, it's done. We have won the division. Now, we have had a bit of injury news. That is Julian. He has once again taken the end of the season off. He has broken his knee. There's probably easier ways, to be honest, less painful ways to take the rest of the season off, but he's done it 4 to 5 months, so we'll see him again next season, see what sort of weird and wonderful injury he can pick up then, because he had what ended his season, he had torn cruciate ligament in his knee, 11 months, and now he's fractured his kneecap, so just generally, left knee as well. I mean, that knee has got to be an absolute disaster at this point, doesn't it? So, yeah. Just maybe favour the right knee, mate. You'll probably be a little bit better. Maybe that's how he hurt his right knee with a contusion. Anyway, that's the injury news. But other than that, it's just as we were. We haven't had to make too many changes. Now we have had a little bit of a tougher time since we left you last. Because we've only won 19 of 36, which I think is just a smidge, isn't it? One game over 500. Now, we left off with the loss to Atlanta, of course. We then played the Brewers. We lost that game, but then won the next 2. We got swept in a 2-game series against the Royals. We lost 2 at home in a row then against the Yankees, so we'd lost 4 in that week. But we did manage to come back and get the last game of the series. We then got swept away from home versus Houston and split a series against San Francisco. And at this point, it was getting very, very close between ourselves and the Reds. And I just was thinking, oh, this is going to happen again, isn't it? It's going to happen again. But thankfully, we went to LA. We won 2 games here. And then if we switch over into September, we managed to sweep the Dodgers in LA. Very, very nicely done. Now, with the expanded roster, we called back in Backus. Now, he started, his first game was in this series here against Pittsburgh. And, well, if we go and have a look at game 1 of the series, Backus is back. He is doing very, very well. He was absolutely smashing it in AAA. I think he hit 47 home runs or something. So he was worthy calling in with the expanded roster. He went 4 for 4 in this one, 2 RBIs, including a home run. And yeah, very much justifying his position in the lineup. And if we go down and look at the pitching, San Martin, it was him with the start, but it was Hunter and Santos combining to take away the victory from him. But ultimately, we got what we needed to do done. Then the Dodgers came to town. We only won 1 of 3 against them. Now, the Dodgers are the best team in baseball, so no real shame in that. But obviously, if we see them in a World Series, we need to find a way to beat them, don't we? We then had a big series at home to St. Louis, which we swept. Huge. We went to Detroit, only won 1 game there, but we won 2 of 3 in Pittsburgh, and then we only won 1 of 3 as Cleveland came to town. But ultimately, this has been enough to put us in a position where if we win today, then we are going to be divisional champions. We can see here with the league standings, we are 1 game away, and we're not going to get to the 100 wins. If we win every game, I think we've got 9 games to go. We've got 8 or 9. Wait, maybe it's not even possible. But anyway, we're not going to get there realistically anyway. And to be honest, it doesn't matter. But look at this NL East. No team is above 500. No team is likely to finish above 500. And there was 3 games top to bottom of the division. What, what an absolute fight over a comb for bald men. It was, yeah, it's just ridiculous, that division this season. But yeah, that's how that looks. We still don't really have anybody other than Petey Crow Armstrong for stolen bases in the leaders. Oh wait, no, we've got Brian Herter. Brand Herter up there with wins. Now he's in our bullpen. How does he have 15 wins out of a bullpen? That's incredible. How has he managed that? That doesn't say much for any of us, really, does it? Everybody looks bad with that result. I completely missed that. Let's have a look at pitching stats. Now, we haven't had to make any changes. It's the same pitching staff. He does have 15 wins. How has he done that? That has completely passed me by. So there we go. He's not having a fantastic year either, but 15 wins, and he could lead the division out of the bullpen in wins. That is for not that's surely that's never happened before. Surely. Anyway, Cole Sands is he's still in the bullpen, but he is bringing his numbers back down. Bednar is still the one. I mean, he's slightly better than he was, but he's yeah. I mean, you can look at FIP as you know he's not doing as bad as the ERA makes it look, but there's a lot of other stats there that suggest yeah he is doing quite bad this year, but that's on the back of a year where he gave up 6 earned runs all season. 44 this season. That is a very, very big swing, isn't it? But anyway, generally speaking, it is all going well. And if we look at the hitters, I will scroll down and kind of cut off Nolan McLean. He has hit 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, but he's not really done too much, to be honest. The changes that we've made, Julian was obviously out, but Dansby Swanson was able to come back in, so that was fine. And then Backus, we've seen him before. He has come in as well under the expanded roster. And yeah, Bregman is still the massive disappointment, and to be honest, not really showing any signs of improving. And everybody else is doing absolutely fine. Owen Casey has actually been quite brilliant, to the point where he has sort of forced his way into the lineup. And I forget who it is he's taken the spot of, but probably Julian, to be honest, is the change that we've made there. But anyway, it's going well. It is going well with the bats for, as I say, for the most part. Bregman aside. It's going well. So this is Bregman's batting split. Now, I'm not going to go down everything, but I think the top here sort of basically has the major ones that we're looking at. And you can see there's no real redeeming feature there for him. April, you could argue, was okay to good. June, July, he hit maybe a little bit of a peak, but look at August and September. I mean, he's getting worse as the season goes on, and he didn't really have anywhere to go, I didn't think, having been so bad. But yeah, it's troubling, as I've said all season long. If he can do it for us in the postseason, that'll be absolutely fine. But for someone on the best part of $35 million a year, it's just not good enough, is it? He has been a massive, massive disappointment. So yeah, let's hope that I mean, we're going to be unlikely to trade him, to be honest, with the money he's on. So let's just hope he comes good at some point. He should be better than he is. So hopefully that'll happen for us eventually. But anyway, guys, let's have a look at these lineups as we get ready to hopefully win the division against the Brewers.
On your feet, Chicago, because we've got a division to win. At first base, it's Vlad Jr. At second base, it's Ceddanne Rafaela. At third base, it's Alex Bregman. At shortstop, it's the fragile Dansby Swanson. In left field, it's Owen Casey. In center field, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. In right field, it's Brennan Davis. The designated hitter is William McQuaid. Behind the plate, it's Moses Ballesteros. And your starting pitcher is Garrett Crochet.
So here we go. The matchups look fairly decent for us, don't they? So it's Rafaela leading us off at second base. Casey bats second in left field. Vlad at first bats third. McQuaid DHs at cleanup. It is Davis in a bit of a slump, but batting 5 in right field. Ballesteros the catcher bats 6. Swanson the shortstop bats 7. Petey Crow Armstrong in center field bats 8. Bregman he bats 9. He can't justify anything higher than that, and if we could bat him 10, we would. And it's Garrett Crockett or Croquet. I think I'm going to go with Crockett because that's kind of how it is looking to me. So anyway, he's all-star this year, of course. He has a 3.5 record, an ERA of 2.88, a whip of 130, and we're up against Alex Manoah. He has a 9-10 record this year, an ERA of 4.82, and a whip of 145. Now, of course, this was a team that ended our season last season, won the World Series on the back of that. It would be very nice to clinch the division against them. And once again, welcome to Wrigley. Ahuna will lead them off. We've seen a lot of the Brewers, haven't we? A lot of the Brewers, a lot of the Reds the last 2 seasons. And, well, it doesn't look like certainly the Brewers aren't making the postseason on current form. So we'll be able to see the back of them here. And there's a strikeout to get things started for Croquet. And it brings in Ty France now, who is batting .266 this season. A 1-0 pitch. And up the middle, and that'll be a 1-out single as Pete Crow Armstrong picks it up and gets it into the shortstop. And in will come Chorio, who is batting .269 this season. It is a 2-1 pitch. It is a ground ball that should be a double play. Oh, it's just one. So runner at first still, but 2 away now, and it'll bring in Tyler O'Neill. Why does that name sound familiar? Canadian? So one of our Canadian Blue Jays. He was a massive disappointment in that series, and he strikes out there to end the top of the first. So excellent work. In now to lead us off will be Rafaela, batting .257 this season. I feel like he's batting a little bit better than that, but obviously not, as he lines it straight to the shortstop for 1 away. It'll bring in Casey now. Casey batting .301 this season and very much worthy of a promotion up the order, but strikes out there for 2 away, bringing in Vlad, who since we saw him last has notched up his 250th career home run. And he draws a walk there to bring in McQuaid. Minor milestone for him. He has notched up 100 career doubles since we saw him last. And he strikes out to end the inning. So scoreless after 1. Crockett to face Lewis, who is batting .272 this season. It's a full count, and it is a leadoff walk. We checked the pitch thing over here, and it was definitely low and inside. In comes Josh Naylor, batting .228 for them. Ground ball, Vlad has it. 1 Canadian gets another, and that'll be 2. I feel like the one really random knowledge I have of baseball now after doing that Canadian Blue Jays series is just this insane knowledge of Canadian baseball. it's just a little bit silly, the players. It's just like, oh, he's Canadian. And oh, Petey Crow Armstrong, he tries to take third, not on his arm, and that'll do it for the inning. Well, you could have had a runner at scoring position there and 2 away, but instead you've got Davis at the plate. He is, as I said, in a slump. A 2-2 pitch, and he has popped that up into centre field for 1 away. In now will come Ballesteros, who's batting .277 this season. 3-0 pitch. He draws the walk, and it'll bring up Dansby Swanson now, batting .249. It is a 2-1 pitch. Dansby Swanson into centre field, and that'll be 2 away. Runner will go back to first, and it'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong. He is batting .247 this season. It's an 0-2 pitch. And where's the pitch locator on that one? Surely high and inside. Hang on a second. Oh no, it says it was just in. What happened to the second strike though? Is red? No, red can't be swung at it. Yellow must be swung at it. Because he didn't swing at the final one, did he? So, yeah. We just got annoyed at the wrong pitch there, I think. An 0-2 pitch on Mendez, and there's a strikeout for Crockett. That is 1 away. His third strikeout to bring Segura to the plate, batting .275. And there is a ground ball to Swanson over to first for 2 away. And it brings in Ahuna now, who is 0 for 1 on the night. A 1-0 pitch, and lined straight into the glove of Rafaela, and that'll do it for the third. Bregman to lead us off. .216 he is batting. He does have... what's happened there? He's popped it up. Yeah, he does have lesser money coming each year on his contract. So maybe that makes him slightly more tradable as Rafaela draws a walk. But, yeah, I don't see how we're going to be able to trade away someone on that much money as Rafaela tries to steal second and gets there. His 16th stolen base of the season. And let's see if Casey now can drive in a run as he swings at what was surely a ball high and inside, but it gets the runner over to third anyway. And it's up to Vlad to drive him in. He walked first time around. Second time around up the middle, and Vlad does indeed drive in the go-ahead run. It is 1-0. There is 2 out. There is Vlad at first. There is McQuaid at the plate. He is 0 for 1 today. It's an 0-2 pitch. McQuaid pops it up. And that'll end the bottom of the third, but we leap out to the 1-0 lead. Alright, France to the plate. He is 1 for 1. Has their only hit so far today. And Crockett finishes him off there with a strike 3. A tip foul, it looked like, according to the commentary there. Chorio now. He strikes out, so that is 2 away. And it'll bring in Tyler O'Neill, who is 0 for 1. And another strikeout. Very, very nicely done, Mr. Crockett. And that'll do it for the top of the 4th. In will come Brennan Davis, 0 for 1. Now, he's in a slump. The reason that he's playing in a slump, realistically, win, lose, or draw this game, we're going to win the division. It's unlikely that the Reds are going to win all of their last games and we're going to lose all of our last games. So I'm just trying to get these guys sort of hitting themselves back into some form as Ballesteros pops one up. And I think that's basically what I'm going to use the last few games for before we get to the postseason. It's just trying to get guys into form as Dansby Swanson gets a single into left field. So a 2-out single for Dansby. It'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong. He is 0 for 1 today. And that is a loose pitch that will get Dansby there over to second. And can we drive in another run here? A 2-0. And that is lined straight to first base. And that'll do it for the fourth. So it's a real tight game, isn't it? Manoa, unfortunately for us, is having a good one. Crockett gets the pop up into right field. Davis should have that. 1 away. In comes Josh Naylor, who is 0 for 1. A 2-1 pitch. And that is into center field. Petey Crow goes back. Makes the catch. 2 away. And Sedano comes in now 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch, 2 out, no one on, and that will do it for the top of the fifth. As Crockett strikes out another one, and it'll bring up Bregman to lead us off. He has 99 hits for the season. Can he get a number 100 here? No, he can't, as he dribbles it pathetically to the shortstop. And that will do it for Aberg, apparently, is what his nickname is. Abreg? Why would it be Aberg? Anyway, in comes Rafaela. He gets hit on a 1-1 pitch. So, unnecessary, I would have thought that one. Casey now, can he do something? He's 0 for 2, and that is a ground ball to the third baseman. That is going to get him on base. So we'll have some of that. It is 1 away, runners at first and second. Vlad to the plate. He is 1 for 1 with a walk. It's a full count. Come on, Vladdy boy. Walks to load the bases for William McQuaid. And Manoa will stay on the mound. McQuaid 0 for 2 so far. Full count. McQuaid draws a walk that will drive in a run. So it is 2-0. And it will be Brennan Davis now with a chance to be a hero. He is 0 for 2 today. A 2-2 pitch. Brennan Davis just looks hopeless right now, doesn't he? So that is 2 down, bases loaded for Ballesteros. An 0-1 pitch. Come on, Moises. Moises up the middle. That's going to get through. It should score 2 as Vlad rounds third, comes home and makes it 4-0. We'll have McQuaid at second, Ballesteros with his 2 RBI single at first, and we'll have Dansby Swanson at the plate, who is 1 for 2 today, a 2-2 pitch. Swanson grounds it to the shortstop. That will end the inning. But 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th gives us a comfortable-ish kind of lead, as Ethan Roberts will come into the game. So Crockett goes 5 scoreless innings, giving up 1 hit. And let's see if Roberts can hold on to that for him now, as a 2-1 pitch is dribbled back to him out at first, 1 away. In comes Segura, who is 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. Roberts with a strikeout. That is 2 away. And Ahuna now 0 for 2. Can we keep the 0? It's a 1-1. 2 out, no one on. And that is into right field. It drops in front of Brennan Davis. So a 2-out single for the Brewers. France, who is 1 for 2, comes in. It's a 1-0 pitch. And that is into center field. Petey Crow is there, and he doesn't miss many. And that'll do it for the top of the 6th. It is Hogland coming on for them. Gunnar Hogland is a name that sounds familiar as well. I think we've had him somewhere before. Potentially the Tigers. Anyway, Petey Crow will lead us off after that wonderful catch. It is a 2-2 pitch. He is yet to get on base today. And that will remain the case as he strikes out, bringing Bregman to the plate, who is 0 for 2. First pitch, Bregman. Oh my God, has he got a hit? Alex Bregman with a hit, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Bregman has a hit. Nobody panic. Number 100 for the season. And that'll bring Sedani Rafaela to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He strikes out, 2 away. And it'll bring Casey up, who is 1 for 3. It's a first pitch swing. Casey into left field. It is deep, but it is not deep enough. And that'll end the 6th. It is still 4-0. Roberts will continue to Churio, who is 0 for 2. It's a 1-0 pitch. It is into left field, and Casey is there, but can't make a catch. So it'll be a leadoff single. And it'll bring in Tyler O'Neill, who is 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. It's a ground ball. It's not going to be a double play ball. It is out at first, though. So 1 away, runner at second. And Lewis at the plate, who is 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch and a strikeout for Roberts. 2 away, Naylor steps in. He's 0 for 2. A 1-1 pitch, and that is into right center field. It will score a run as Josh Naylor delivers an RBI double. So it is 4-1 now. Roberts gives up the earned run. And Santos will come in to face Sedano, who is 0 for 2. It is a 3-1 pitch. And it is a walk. I'm slightly concerned because Santos has been giving up quite a few runs lately. And that looks set to continue as the ball into the right field corner scores 1. Runners at second and third, still 2 out. Lead cut in half from where it was at the start of the inning. And Segura to the plate, who is 0 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. And that is up. Armstrong is there. He makes the catch. He ends the inning. We stretch, but suddenly the lead is back to 2. Okay, welcome back. Bottom of the 7th. It is Vlad to lead us off. He is 1 for 1 today with a couple of walks. And Vlad has hit that into right field for a leadoff single. Oh, wait, no, it's an error. So it's going to be a double in the end. It'll be scored a single for him, though, I would imagine. And it'll bring in McQuaid, who is 0 for 2. He did walk in a run last time up. And this time, they're scared of you, Mr. McQuaid, as he gets given first base for Davis, who apparently they don't respect you, Brennan. An 0 for 3 night so far. Brennan Davis, though, it sounded probably more than looked good off the bat. And Vlad's going to... Oh, no, I thought he was going to get thrown out there, but... Well played by Vlad. He trots himself over to third. So runners at the corners, 1 away for Ballesteros, who is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. McQuaid tries to steal. Not even close. And, yeah, I'm not really sure the benefit of doing that, if I'm honest. McQuaid, only 4 stolen bases on the season would suggest he's not a natural. And they just give Ballesteros the plate, which brings Swanson in, who apparently I don't respect either. A 2-2 pitch. And as Dansby Swanson know, he's popped it up, and that'll do it for the 7th. So you've got to say a well-tacticked in the innings that one on the mound for the Brewers. Ahuna will lead them off to face Santos. Ahuna 1 for 3. It's a full count. And that is into center field. Petey Crow is there. 1 away. Alright, Ty France to face Santos. It's a 3-1. And a ground ball. Swanson has it over to Vlad. 2 away. I've got to say, I'm very, very nervous with Santos on the mound. He's a rookie. It's sort of the time of the year, isn't it? The end of the season where rookies tend to start to fade. Oh, but he hasn't faded anything there. That is a cracking pitch to strike out and end the inning. We will bat for hopefully the last time. Can we add some insurance runs? It's Petey Crow Armstrong who's 0 for 3. He swings, gets away, and he will get to first base on a strikeout, a wild pitch, and... yeah, he's at first. Bregman, who has got 1 hit already tonight. We can't possibly ask for 2, can we? Oh my gosh, everybody. Bregman's hit the ball twice, and Pete Crow Armstrong goes to third. And, well, maybe Bregman is going to come good for us. It's Sedani Rafaela now. He is at the plate. He is 0 for 2. Runners at the corners, none out. New man on the mound is Peguero. And he strikes out. That looked like a very, very bad pitch to swing at. Oh, actually, no, it was just away and outside, so fair enough. Casey is in now. He's 1 for 4 tonight. There goes the runner. Not even close. Bregman just finds ways to disappoint, doesn't he? So we've got a runner at third with 2 out now. As Casey grounds it to the second baseman and gets there. RBI single. I'm not really sure what is the motivation of... so we've got runs at the corners like that, 1 away. I'm assuming it's to try and avoid a double play, but if he's going to get out at first anyway, chances are it's going to be... I don't understand the logic of it. You could maybe understand more with none out, but even then you'd still score the run. I feels like it's just lessening the chance of you scoring a run. But anyway, Vlad pops up a pitch into center field. That'll end the inning. We do extend the lead by 1, so we've got 3 runs to play within the top of the 9th. I'm assuming Vargas will come out. He does. And it's Tyler O'Neill at the plate. He is 0 for 3. We are 3 outs away from being divisional champions. It is a 1-2 pitch. It is a strikeout. Nicely done by Mr. Vargas. 1 away. Lewis now, who's 0 for 2. It is a 3-1. It is a ground ball. Rafaela has it over to first. They are down to their final out. We are about to be NL Central champions. It is Naylor at the plate. It is a 1-2 pitch. Can we do it in style? Carlos Vargas finishes it with a strikeout, and we have won the NL Central. We are going to the playoffs and not the wild card for once. So Garrett Crochet, a stunning start from him yet again. He's just so good for us this year. I mean, we're going to have a couple of guys in contention for Cy Young, I think. You look at the ERAs, but doesn't have the greatest stamina, which is maybe, you know, a bit of a check against him, but he just does a good job. All of our starters do a good job. He's a free agent at the end of this year. Now, one thing with the free agent at the end of this year, if we go and have a look at finances, we don't have any money for extensions, so that will become a problem at some point, but we're all about just trying to win the World Series at this point, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. I should probably say at this point as well, we need MVP nominations, so let me know who you think has been our best player or players this season, and we'll start to get that list together. We're going to the postseason, so we've got a little bit of time to do this, but yeah, make sure that that you are getting those in, and it should say we have, there we go, the X of celebration. We are going to the postseason. We've won 92 games, and how many games do we have to go here, I wonder? And we have 7 games to go, so the best we can do is 99 wins, which I don't think we're too concerned about. The main thing now is just making sure our key players are fit when we get to the postseason. We'll try and make sure that, I mean, Alcantara... So here's a question, who goes in what order for a playoff series? If it's a 4-game series, it would have to be Perkins... You'd have to say Perkins, Crockett, DJ and Alcantara, maybe even in that order. And then San Martin would be the one to sort of drop out back into the bullpen. We might even bring somebody else into the bullpen rather than a starting pitcher. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the 4. Or do we keep faith in Alcantara that he is quality, he's a Cy Young winner, and in these big games, he is the man we want going game 1. There's probably an argument each way. If you have experience with this sort of thing, obviously I don't have much playoff experience. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do we go with the experienced number 1 guy up front? Or the fact that others have had better regular seasons, do we go with them and he just sort of fits in where he fits in? Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, guys, we'll be back next time for the playoffs. It'll be the Divisional Series Game 1. Now, it looks as though we're going to have the best record, which will mean we will play the wild card team, which means that it could be... so it'll be... Hang on, let me think here. So it'll be... The NL East will play the bottom thing. So we could end up playing the Reds. Looks like it could be the Reds or the Dodgers that we will face in the next round. So I almost hope it's the Dodgers, to be honest, but... Yeah, I mean, you'd definitely rather be second in the division, wouldn't you? Because if we can fall behind... Okay, let me think about this. If we fall behind the Diamondbacks, then we will play the winner of a series between likely the Cardinals and an NL East team, which will probably be the Cardinals, to be fair, won't it? So maybe it works out roughly the same. Let's just win and see where it takes us. Anyway, guys, I'll see you for the postseason. Take care.